Hello, you gorgeous soul. Welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about integration today. Integration is the most important part of the ceremony of any plant medicine journey. You know, it's one thing to prepare for the journey and then have the journey. And it's really beautiful to be able to experience all of the things that you experience in the journey. And all of the things that Mama Aya wants to teach you. But how you integrate the lessons into your day-to-day life and how you integrate them moving forward is the most important part. Right? Some really beautiful tips that I recommend for integration is time alone. As much time alone as possible for at least a few days. In my journey, I spent a week after integration. Actually, it was like 2 days driving completely alone. And then for the next 5 days, just at home with my kids. However, majority of the time in nature, no work, no social media. I only spoke to pretty much 2 of my best friends, and the conversations that I spoke about was my experience. That may be quite extreme, you may think, and for some that may be, for some that may not be necessary, or that may not be available. You know, I'm blessed enough to work for myself and able to create space. But I would recommend, no matter where you work, to really create the space to have that time for integration. Reach out to an integration coach if need be. It's a really beautiful way to be able to talk about your experience and all of the things that happened during the experience. Some things may not make sense yet. I would also really recommend keeping in contact with the people that you journeyed with, if you journeyed with other people. Talk about your experience, talk about their experience, talk about how life is going for them, about how things are going for you, and be super gentle. Be super gentle with yourself. You know, after an ayahuasca ceremony, you're open to receive and you're vulnerable and you're full of love. And you might not be. You might be full of sadness and grief still and grieving the process of a potential ego death or potential part of you or identity or things that may have come up for you. It may be a continual process, but just be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to be in the present moment. Another recommendation is to spend as much time in nature as possible, as much time in nature as you can. You know, Mother Nature has natural healing modalities. And the more time you can spend clearing your mind and connecting to Mother Nature, the more you're going to allow that integration process to continue. I would also recommend time off social media. Get off social media. Don't talk to people that you know are going to bring in things that don't serve you or conversations that don't serve you, just for at least a few days. Allow yourself to really integrate what's just happened. And you're going to be really energetically exhausted. Like from an energetics level, you've worked through a lot. Even if you slept through the experience, which has been known people have done before, right? Energetically, you have worked through a lot. There's lots that's happened. So be gentle, be still. Meditate as much as you can. Journal as much as you can. The more you journal about your experience and the little golden nuggets that come to you in your dreams or through visions, through meditations about the experience, overall, the better the integration process is going to be. It's really going to allow you to get deeper and pick apart what happened. And do this consistently for weeks after. You know, for me, it's been 6 weeks since my ayahuasca journey, and I am still getting golden nuggets from that experience. I am still now processing things that happened in the journey, which I'm sure will continue to happen moving forward for the next 6 months. Who knows? I don't know. This is my first time. I'm sharing this off my experience. And just to put a disclaimer out there as well, again, in this video, I'm not promoting the use of plant medicine. I am simply posting this due to harm reduction purposes, education, and self-help. My experience and what that was like for me and the tools that I've used to integrate for me. Be super gentle with yourself. You know, if you know that you're going to go back home to an environment that may be toxic or unpleasant or even potentially unsafe, just steer clear for a few days. Allow yourself that time to integrate. Spend a few more days wherever you're staying. Reach out to people that you can talk about this experience with. Reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about your experience. Find yourself community of people, whether that be the people that you journeyed with or if you journeyed alone. Find yourself a community of people where you can talk about these experiences. It's super important to be able to express your voice and express what's happened. So just a bit of a recap on integration. My top tips for an integration are time away from social media. Allow yourself up to a week of no work and minimal contact with the outside world. Protect your energy. Protect your energy because you're going to be very vulnerable. Spend as much time in nature as you possibly can. Journal about your experience consistently. You know, I even highly recommend journaling straight away. Like even when you're like in the medicine as well, if you're watching this and you're a first time and you haven't sat with the medicine before, when you're in the medicine, if you're able to, even draw. You know, I drew some pictures that looks like child scribble from a 4-year-old, but it makes sense now. I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's right. And I remember those things. And in there, in those drawings are really, really important messages. They're golden nuggets. So journal as much as you can. Meditate as much time as you possibly can in stillness. And surround yourself with community of like-minded people, or reach out to people that have journeyed before or the people that you journeyed with. I hope you enjoyed this video on integration. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I would absolutely love your support. Comment below if you have journeyed before and your experiences. I would love to hear them. I'm sending you so much love and light. I love you. Mwah.